Mombasa Road happened. Traffic is crazy. It's raining. It's 12. My flight is at 2.
That's true.
What does that mean?
You only have...
I'm already late for my flight, but I don't know.
Oh. So you could be there by 7 a.m. and the
It-
flight is
I'm-
7 p.m. You had...
A cracker? I'm not in that I'm not in that WhatsApp group. Leave me alone.
Yo, how is it going, guys? Welcome to yet another one. So the question is what are those?
What are these? Oh my god.
This I think I know. They're called slippers, right?
But what are these,
These are slippers. Mine is a smiling slippers. Yours is winking. Try to do what it is doing. Wait.
Before, I'll bite my tongue.
She's winking like. So I hope everyone is good. So today we thank COVID because this lady want to talk about her journey. Most of the time, she's out there, she's traveling every now and then. So I want you to tell the people the first time you stepped into a plane and how has it been, and how would you advise some people who have never stepped into a plane? What's
I will
the
not
tricks?
give an example.
How
I'm
do
not
we do
even
number
talking
2? I'm
about
curious
you.
about number 2.
Forget about number 2. I'm not giving examples with you. For example, you.
I am a strong African, right? We want to build here, then we will go build there after we build here. Hey, but right now I cannot fly because of because.
Which because have you ever flown? So what because do you have?
You need a COVID test, and the tests are not friendly. They are using tools of mass destruction. I am not traveling until this thing is over, but I really want to travel.
You will someday soon.
So when was the first time you did?
So I will go back to 2011, 2012.
Yes.
2011, 2012. Village girl from the village. Literally village. Hey, Ushago. So got to Nairobi. Very, very long story. Super long story before I ended up in a flight. But
Kenya Airways, right?
I'll talk about Kenya Airways. Just let us go back a bit before we go back to Kenya Airways. So my first flight experience was not a piece of cake.
I just wanted to fast forward to number 2.
I
want to understand the physics.
The physics.
You're up there, you're used to.
You wait for it. So I missed my first flight. I missed the first ever flight that I had. I missed it. And it wasn't Christmas. So here you are. This is where you go to an agency. Then I didn't have an idea what an agency is. Okay, you have an idea what is going on until you get in there. So this is where people ask for a certain amount of money. You give them, then they plan for you the whole thing, the flight, the accommodation, find you a job, and then. So I get to be told that my flight is tomorrow, but I need to show up today, spend the day with them, and then fly tomorrow. My flight was at 3 p.m. This was Qatar Airways. My first ever flight was Qatar Airways.
Okay.
I was going to Lebanon.
I
But I
very
used Qatar Airways. First to Qatar, and then was it Qatar? I think it was Qatar either, but I was flying to Qatar. I was flying to Lebanon. So I went. I slept over this lady's house somewhere in Utawala. So I couldn't sleep. I was so overwhelmed. I was so happy. And something good with Utawala, you get to be reminded how many times you have a flight, because they kept flying over the the whole night.
So yeah, you can't wait.
I didn't sleep. I woke up at 4.
You know, today it's going down.
4 a.m. I prepared, I prepped, I packed my bag, I repacked it. I wasn't sure how to pack my things. So packed it very well. Now repacked it again and then packed again. Around 8. Remember somebody who woke up at 4. Her flight is at 3 p.m. and at 4 I was up. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the lady comes and let's go to town. So me and my bag, I remember I had this small bag. Very
you knew it is going down.
It was
today.
red and black.
You're going up.
Very unique common bag. And a small bag with my handbag, with my comfortable shoes, and we get to town. We get to the office and the lady disappears. Chop. So I'm left there in the office with the secretary and a guy. And the guys who are there. So we just kept looking at each other and waiting for time. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't forget, this person woke up at 4.
It's already 12 hours.
I'm already, literally I'm supposed to have gotten to Lebanon when I'm still in Kenya.
So you missed your first flight.
Wait, so you see I'm still sitting in the office. I have no idea. Then the lady shows up. Remember my flight is at 2. My friend, it's important to have your money. If you don't have your money at hand, if you're not taking control of your things, if you don't have little control over it, my friend. So she comes in around, was it 12? She shows up at 12. And then she's like, hiya, kwani bado mko kwa office, you should be going. Then another guy who was working there, he was the one to escort me to the airport. So he took my bag, and this somebody, it's already 12. If you're feeling what I mean, it's 12. My flight is at 2.
That's true.
What does that mean?
You only have...
I'm already late for my flight, but I don't know.
Oh.
Because I'm supposed to check in 2 hours
before
prior the flight. But Mimi, I'm there, I'm still looking at time. It's 2, it's 12. Bado ni mapema.
It's to public travel.
This late, we get into a matatu. No, these Utawala buses, what are they called? The ones Zimechorwa Airport.
Or the airport bus.
Yes, we get to the airport bus. Mombasa Road happened. Traffic is crazy. It's raining. It's already 1. We're still in traffic. Me, I have no clue that I'm late for my flight. Bado ni saa 7. So why should I be worried? That time, by the time it was 1:30, that's when tulikuwa tunashuka hapo kwa airport. I don't know what was happening. There was a construction, so we had to go around. It is raining.
Yeah, late.
I'm very sorry. That guy suffered for me. Wherever he is, he knows he suffered. He had to carry my bag, carry my handbag, and I had to remove my shoes because it was so muddy and I couldn't move. So I had to remove my pants and pull it up, and then follow him. So he's holding my hand, he's carrying my bag, he's carrying my handbag, and my suitcase is on his shoulder. By bad luck, when we were just about to ingia kwa lami, he fell off and he dislocated his... It's not funny. It's not funny, but...
Oh, you're laughing at that hardworking man.
It's not funny, but... And then I look at time and I realize it's 15 minutes to.
You want to go and catch the plane.
He knew he's late, but he still kept pushing. We got a taxi now to get us from the gate mpaka kwa airport. Inside kufika airport, of course, tukaambiwa imefungwa. I just sat down and I'm tired, I'm hungry, and now I'm frustrated. And now I have a patient with me.
That is not a patient. That's a very hardworking man.
I have a patient. Tush, wherever you are, hey, you tried for me.
So what happened for?
So we had to go back.
So we went
back. They called the lady and told her, hey, you have missed the flight. So he said it's okay, just come back home. I told him he cannot walk. How are we? So the lady was supposed to come and pick us up. So and then we went to, again, it was just there in Utawala. We slept. Again in the morning, I could not sleep. That place is wicked. It still reminds you you're supposed to be flying.
Just shoo.
Landing.
So anyone who is going for their first flight anytime soon,
make sure you are there 2 hours before.
After getting COVID certificate.
Good luck on that.
Make sure you are there. How many hours? 2 hours. 2 hours before.
It's safe anyway.
No, it's not a very good story to miss your first flight. So how can you miss your first?
I was so frustrated, and then we had to rebook the flight. There's a certain amount of money you need to pay for a penalty of no show, and then
day 2.
I know, day 2 it was on again, flights. So this time we were on time, went.
So you could be there by 7 a.m. and the flight is 7 p.m.
I don't have
stay there. In fact, you want to look at the entrance door, you know? as soon as you say you just wake up.
You're waiting with your bag. Madam, please, madam, move small. No. I missed my flight yesterday. I will not try that joke again.
Even if you're in front of the line, but you go, mine will be next.
My flight is next, but I'm not moving. Just pass. You don't know what I've gone through. So I got into the plane, and as usual, you don't know what to do. As much as you've tried to read, you've tried to ask what happened, but still, it's your first time. It is still your first time. Get in the plane. Now, I looked at the size of the plane and the seat, and the way I like my space. So I was just praying for whoever comes here, please God, I am very tiny. Let the next person who comes be a bit tinier than me so that we can fit.
I hope the next person was like this.
No,
you bond on your way.
God hears prayers, so a lady showed up. She was sitting.
She had eaten.
No, I was very lucky. My first flight, I was sitting at the window side, so I could see outside. When the lady came, I was not worried much about the person who will sit next there. As long as the person who is sitting next to me is going to observe. By then, it was not there. It was not there, but I needed it.
1 meter above.
Stay away from me. We got to the plane and take off, and the anxiety is what kills you before the flight. So you start imagining what happens. What if? I've seen that movie. What will happen? Now it's about until the reality kicks and you start getting sick. And you realize.
Okay. The hostess told you the procedures.
Yes.
I imagine they say, okay, put on your seatbelt.
Yeah, they illustrate for you. They show you what to do in case of an emergency.
Okay. Do they tell if you are new? Number 2 is over there.
Why are you worried?
That is the most important thing, because.
So what had you eaten? Why are you just worried by number 2?
No, if I didn't forget physics, you know, when you are higher, the gravity is stronger. So you can imagine you are.
After you have eaten all the beans from your village.
Egg, beans and avocado. You know, you have
egg, beans, avocado, and ugali.
You must stay fit and nutritious.
Nutritious with egg and beans.
So do they brief new people? Or they assume all of you know?
They brief everybody generally. They don't care if it's your first time or it's your 56th time. They just brief everybody. Like, you remember the first time you went to your new job? They briefed you from where to till.
They showed me where to.
Why are you worried? What is wrong with you with the toilet?
Okay.
Okay, I will tell you about the toilet so that you will relax. So leave me. Is it your story? Wait for your flight so that you will come and give us your story. This is my story.
I want us to learn. You know, most people out there.
Who told you they don't know about number 2 in the plane?
If you have not been there.
Who? You.
Majority of us out there.
You and who?
Me and my people.
You and people of your species.
People of my species. Okay.
So So get briefed, and the reality kicks in when you start feeling like the anxiety, and some people start being sick. They start throwing up, and somebody who was just sitting next to me after the job, he just
Bosho.
I started being sick.
You remove Bosho.
Funny, you're the one in the
I can just imagine.
Oh man,
Do not do Bosho before it. Just
itachoma.
Just eat something white so that when it
To be there, nobody will be able to know what it was. It was just something white.
I've seen in the movies people do throw up.
Yeah, a lady started throwing up, and now I started getting stressed. Okay, am I next? So you're waiting for it, but it doesn't come. So you don't know
Why are you waiting?
because you know it's bound to it's your first time, and everybody told you your first time you will vomit. So you are waiting for it. It's not true. You are different. We are all different in different ways. If you throw up, somebody else will not. We are not the same. So a lady and everything went back to normal, and it's time to eat now. Before we go to the washroom, don't ask me about the toilet again. So
At least you eat.
So
if you eat, that is good.
they start serving food. Okay, one, it's new food to you. Just open and you see. I first opened the dessert. It was a jello, and it didn't look so eatable.
Is there a menu, or do they just bring whatever is there? And do they charge? Can I say I want chipo?
Why am I smiling?
So there's no menu. They bring white.
Yes, there's a menu. I learned about a menu when I had the privilege to fly business class. My brother, when you are sitting in the class I was then,
Economy don't have an option.
You manage three things: vegetarian chicks or fish. Excuse me, ma'am. Vegetarian chips or chicken. Vegetarian chips or chicken.
Chapo.
Madam, please slowly.
Chapo and vegetarian.
So me, I just had chicken. I said chicken. You say what you've had before you say vegetarian.
They bring leaves.
Oh, guy, you'll have a long flight. So me, when I had chicken,
chicken.
Excuse me, ma'am. Vegetarian chicken or chips? You just said chips, and I said chips. It was fish.
Vegetarian chips.
See,
That's one meal.
no,
See,
vegetarian chicken or fish, not chips.
Chicken or
Fish. Yes. So I had chicken. So I said chicken. Okay, they served the chicken. It was some rice, chicken. Okay, they said everything did not look edible.
Yeah, I would say chicken and chips because that.
No, this is what happened. They already the food is packed. Like you see how you pack your lunch. You pack it. You pack it's rice and beef.
It's already packed.
Yes, it's pre-packed. So they just give you that pack. If it's chips, if it's fish. God,
Fish.
chips.
And fish.
Yes, whatever accompaniment will come along with your meal.
After eating and you're not.
So I didn't eat that much. I just had a cracker, and I had a cracker. I'm not in that WhatsApp group. Leave me alone. So after they serve the food, you sit and look at what people are doing. It's very important to observe. Because my neighbor here was ripping her whatever it was in her teeth.
It's supposed to be like that. You eat. Never know what happens. It might be your last meal. It might be your last supper.
It was my last supper for a very long time.
Bring chips and
Wait
fish.
For it. How
and,
did you know how
vegetables.
it ended? So, here served. I looked at what was happening. I followed. I tried what I could eat, whatever I could not eat, which was almost everything. I left it there, and then, by good luck, somebody passed and said tea, coffee, tea. I was a very happy person. Tea, coffee, tea. So the hostess served us tea, and that was my flight. Long flight.
Quick question.
I sat, I watched until now it got to your time. I needed to use the ladies.
Number 2. Okay, before that one. The ladies, that is called number 2. Oh, there is ladies and men. Where do they get all those?
Even if it's the same, it's how we call it. Apparently.
It's okay, whatever.
Our ladies
Our-
and their gents.
Okay. Now about the food, I want most people to learn so that they be prepared the first time they'll be on a plane.
A long
Let's
distance
say
one.
they give you the food,
Okay.
and those people, the white people, they are used to eating light foods, and you feel like you feel like you have appetite, you are already relaxed, the airplane has already balanced up there,
And you're feeling
and you
like
want
a hero.
you want number two, you want round two.
You can order for round two. Yes.
Yeah, what about champagne? In
Yes.
the movies you can you say
They have a selected kind of alcohol for you. You can have beer, wine.
for free?
Yes, that you prepared for.
How will you know that you need it?
You prepared. You prepared when you are paying for the flight without knowing.
Oh, it's already included.
Yes.
So you can do as much as you want.
Yes.
Okay, let's now jump to the most critical part.
So
Number two.
here I was, and I really needed to use the washroom. And remember where I'm sitting. It's the most annoying place if you want to go.
Let me be that lady. Was she tall or short?
No, I told you my prayer was answered.
She was not mashallah.
Wait, the mashallah part is coming. So I go through and I go to the washroom. You get to this very tiny, really small space, and you open the door. One, you don't want it to touch you, so you sit. It's very small. Airlines are
I'm
stingy.
curious. I'm curious if it is soundproof. You might go there and play rock music because you have eaten chips, fish, and the other was chicken.
Chicken,
Of
fish,
course,
or
we'll do 2 or 3
vegetarian.
rounds. If you have paid for it, why not? So, is it soundproof? The small place.
Next time I'm boarding into a flight, I'll go and wait outside so that I will hear if it was hand. I've never thought of it. 9 years later, I've never thought of
soundproof.
I don't know. It's
Okay,
already so noisy inside, so you don't.
Okay,
don't
all
want-
right. So you got in there.
Yes,
So this is you, Tiny.
this is me finishing my business. I finish, and then you see flash. That is when death and you become friends. You
There's a button.
and death. You and I was shocked to almost dying. Become one part. You just press go and the vacuum sound of that toilet hits you like a tsunami. Boom!
So it takes away your business.
Very quickly. Vacuums it literally and vacuums your heart until 2 seconds, and then you realize you're still alive.
So
I
it's
was
just a
really
sound.
shocked. Yeah, it's really
And is
traumatizing.
is it just one button, or if you have done number 1, there is special?
It is the same button, or maybe the second one.
So no one can approximate what you are.
Please leave your business there. We don't want to see your business.
Oh, now you have learned. Huh?
So that's landing, connecting flights, get to Lebanon.
So what
That
is
is
the-
after you just land is when you realize I really want to be home. Please, you just landed. You just look at everyone, and everybody is speaking this very weird language. Nobody understands what you're saying. You talk to somebody and they look at you like first the way they stare at you. That is 9 years ago. So somebody just looks at you like you see these kids who are looking at you like
you are black. You look like you look unique. You are colored.
you look very unique.
That
So
you
you look-
blended in a little bit.
You
no,
look
no, I am more of a chocolate.
you are
I'm not black. I am chocolate, but my chocolate is more conk than most people's. So.
Can I continue with my
I want
story?
people to learn. You have already landed. Some people still have questions.
Okay, like
I'll represent them.
your representative is here, people.
So there is this to and fro. I've never understood. There's rumors that you have to pay both ways.
It depends if you're going for a visit or you're going for work. If you're going for work, there's no way you're going to pay a back ticket after 2 years. That means you have a contract of 2 years. Most countries, it depends with with how many years, but mine was for 2 years.
Okay, another question, an obvious one. In matatus you just enter and sit anywhere. So how do you know your seat? How are they A13?
Yes, they have numbers. They give you your number, they give you a seat number, when you get into the plane, the hostess directs you either your seat is on the right or on the left.
Okay, another one. What's up? Is when you switch on your phone, will people die? There's airplane mode. Even my phone has airplane mode, and
this is what you will do, you wicked human.
My phone has airplane mode, and I have never been into airplane mode.
When you buy your phone, when you buy your plane, go inside. When you are alone, put WhatsApp and wait to see if you will die. Which kind of a question is that?
Is it necessary? Maybe it's...
Yes, they tell you to switch off all your devices, and they tell you when to switch them off. Some of them, not all.
So you can... Wi-Fi and everything is working. But there's no Wi-Fi. So you just sit there as if you're in the forest. I'm learning. Question. Answer. Most people...
Pass. I don't have strength for you this evening. Next.
So, another one. So this connecting of planes, how does it work?
Okay.
And how would you advise someone?
It depends, but most of the flights people use are connecting flights, or depends on where you're going. I've used a lot of direct and connecting flights too. And some airports are too big, and they punish you before you get to the other place because it's confusing, it's big. But nowadays they made it easier. They just drop it on the screen and tell you where is your gate, where you're supposed to go, which gate, where. But still it's not easy because they put the screen so high that you spend 1 hour reading and still you do not see your flight until by the time you realize you've seen your flight. You have 1 hour and you have 30 minutes to get to your terminal, and it's not an easy thing.
Wow.
A direct flight is just a direct flight. To get there, you're there.
Let me tell you, those people who don't know, I've never been on an airplane. I will tell the same story, but now it will be me. I entered the plane, I sat down, the lady, I know what color is the button, the number 2 button? Or it's just written flash. There's a button there, right in the middle. So that was your first flight. Hoping this COVID thing finish so that I do my first real flight. But meanwhile, we will work on, we will share the same story. So up to next time, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. If you have had the privilege of flying, share, tell us something that you'd advise someone else not to do, what to do. And
what was your most traumatizing thing? What was it? For me, I was traumatized with the flash. I've never gotten used to it 9 years later. So what is it that traumatizes you more when you get into a plane? What is it?
Yeah.
Let us know down in the
And if you have
section.
any other questions you want to ask her, maybe I have not asked, you can also ask in the comments. Like, subscribe. Till next time.
Tim and Moo.
Ciao.